Begin Podfix Network transmission in 3, 2, 1.
We are the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the side chicks featuring Yummy and Dark Phoenix. We are the side chicks because we give our side of the issues. Oh yeah, we are an irreverent and comedic podcast hosted by two seductive and fully grown women that explores pop culture and relationships.
That's right. And if you want a behind the scenes glimpse of what fully grown and seductive women talk about when no one is listening, no holds barred, this is the pod for you. We're talking unfiltered, and Karens need not apply and not safe for work.
That's right. So check us out at www.yummyfearless.com.
Peace. And I bet you Mary J knows some shit.
But you know what, Mary, she probably does. But Mary was anybody that really was able to just fuck with him. They had to have been so downtrodden.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mary was such a damaged person.
Right.
That's really the only way you could have really spent any considerable time with him.
Right. You had to be, yeah.
He was helping. I mean, she was on his label. At one point, she was one of the most successful acts.
Mm-hmm.
But he helped facilitate her domestic abuse and drug use. Is it Kate? Which one she fucked with? Is that Casey or JoJo? Casey.
Which is weird, ain't it? This is he looks so skinny to me.
Child.
He looks like he'll be broken if you sit on him.
Like he would need somebody to help him fuck her. They have to be
hold this leg up.
Push. He would need.
But I bet you they know shit too. I'm looking at all these motherfuckers sideways now.
All of y'all.
All of y'all know something. And you are letting this motherfucker be a menace to society. And he is a menace to society.
But Casey and JoJo, they was so high. All of them was Casey and JoJo, they but people by the end, everybody got they addicts. Cause Mary was a hardcore powder head and drunk during most of that period.
She must have been in pain. She had some pain.
She was, child. I told you last year I went back and listened to My Life, right?
Which was my jam, but but
I listened to it as an adult. I was technically an adult, but I listened to it as an adult. And I thought
she's going through some shit.
That girl was way too young.
Mm-hmm.
That crying and moaning shit she was doing, she needed to be institutionalized.
Yeah, she was crying out for help.
I said, what the fuck? This ain't even enjoyable. This shit is horrible.
Like Kevin Hart talking about laugh at my pain, and we just in here dancing to her pain.
We I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. How is a girl 20 years old? My life is damn near one big slave spiritual.
Don't talk about My Life. Do not. But here's the thing. If I look at when you do listen to that, I mean, just the title song, the title track, My Life, you ain't been on the earth but 20 years.
Oh my God.
21 years. God.
You was just pulling up, getting shit out your locker 18 months ago.
So now your life is you know, but anyways.
How are you at 20? At 20?
She's been through some shit, but she lived in the projects. She came from the projects.
Dark Phoenix. Lots of people came from the projects, but at 20, you already the pain. No,
not a Negro spiritual. Not a Negro.
My life is one big Negro spiritual. I'm like, damn, you just started having sex. And I can't live no more without you. The pain is so tough.
Wait, but she wrote a lot of that stuff too, I think.
No.
Maybe there's something here though. Maybe there's a lesson here about you said it earlier about we think that the being rich and famous is so something that we all want to be, and or maybe I'm just speaking for myself. I'm like, can I please be rich and famous so that I can only have to work, when I travel to do a show or something. But they're not it's not all that it's cracked up to be. I mean, you're talking drug abuse, you're talking abuse, you're talking sexual abuse. I mean, so things happen, and again, I don't think Cassie would. I think Cassie would trade all of it, all of the riches, the fame, the fortune, if she could have her life back. She would want to be us.
Oh yes. Okay, so here are the lyrics for My Life. La da da dee dee da da da. Okay, we know the beginning. If you look at my life and see what I see. If you look at my life and see what I see. Life can be only what you make it. When you're feeling down, you should never fake it.
Say what's on your mind.
That's all the negative energy. It could all decease, and you'll be at peace with yourself. You won't really need no one else except for the man above. She went deep for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, because he'll give you love. Oh. If you looked at my life in the sunshine. If you looked at my life and you see what I see, okay, then take your time, baby. Don't you rush a thing. Don't you know? I know we are all struggling.
Oh.
I know it's hard, but we will get by. And if you don't believe in me, just believe in he. Yeah, because he'll give you peace of mind. Yes, he would. Yes, he would. And you'll see the sunshine for real. Yes, you would.
That's good lyrics, though.
And you'll get to be free. Your mind. And things would turn out fine.
That's not like a Negro spiritual.
Oh, I know that things would turn out fine. Yes, they would. Yes, they would.
See, she's encouraging us. Things will turn out fine.
The pain. If you looked at my life, you see what I see. That is, and she goes on, that is a fucking slave.
A little bit. A little bit.
How are you 19 years old
going through my life
like that?
She's like, my that. Okay, fair enough. But I think the common denominator here is Puff Daddy. Okay.
I never want to live without you, baby.
That was the jam.
Be your lady, your love.
And but the thing is, yeah, I got that's a hard one.
It's hard, but think that we processed our little young relationships
through that lens.
Through that lens.
Because we weren't the only maybe that's a little heavy for
we had to suck to be around.
Let me tell you, if my 19, 20, 21-year-old child was coming around playing that like on a loop, I'd be like, baby, let's get you some help.
I'd already had the people outside your bedroom door with the little white jacket to put you in, because you're not okay, baby. You're not well. You're not.
We were emo. We were very emo back then.
This is ridiculous. This ain't the topic. My life lyrics is not the topic of this episode, but I never want to live without you.
Okay.
Your love is so amazing. I never want to live without you. I want to be your lady. Your love is so amazing. What is this feeling?
She was with Casey at that point too.
She was. I can't sleep at night just thinking about you being without you. Work till I'm tired, and I can't eat a bite because I know someday you're going away. I never want to live without you, baby. I want to be your lady. Your love is so amazing. I prayed so many nights for you, down on my knees.
We were in love.
And then my prayers came true of you. Now that I have the answer, I'll be wishing on a star. I'll follow you wherever you are. I never want to live without you.
That baby, still holds up. That's a bop. That is a bop.
Kind of weather, yeah. Let's make a happy home. Because you mean so much to me, baby. That's why I want to be your lady.
Wait.
why was she trying to make a happy home at 20?
20, yeah.
A happy home?
Because maybe she didn't grow up with a happy home, you know? Maybe she was
Rent
trying
an
to
apartment and go on a date, Mary.
Does Mary have any children?
No.
Oh, she doesn't?
No.
Just the stepdaughter.
Well, she's not with her
I mean,
father
yeah, that's
anymore,
right. That's
so
right. But I mean, I thought they were still, cause you know. But dang, Mary didn't have any kids, huh?
no. she didn't. She didn't. She just didn't. Okay. All right. So Keke Palmer.
Okay, Keke. I love Keke. I like Keke. Poor thing, she went through a lot lately. She been in the news a lot lately. Why did she have a baby with this dude?
Okay.
I'm like, what? Oh.
All right. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna put all these people in this category: Keke Palmer. What's that tennis player name? Naomi, the Japanese and black chick.
Yeah, Naomi Osaka, and
Naomi
then
Osaka.
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey. All of y'all
Dumbasses.
dating way below your station,
Yeah.
and y'all done fucked around and became baby mamas,
Mm-hmm.
and you ain't have to.
Naomi Osaka too.
Yes. She was
No.
like,
she's so
she
smart.
got pregnant by that struggle rapper. I can't remember what that motherfucking name is. And he wears like a bob in braids, braided bob. He not even like.
Why, Naomi? Why? You so smart. To me, Naomi, I had Naomi on such, and Halle really, on such a pedestal. And Keke is older than Naomi and Halle.
And Halle.
She's
Halle
older.
was the fucking Disney mermaid.
Like Halle, you have every. It's like when Britney Spears' sister got pregnant at 16.
Oh,
and
it's
like,
worse.
Like, why would you do that?
Britney's sister, though, I mean, it's like they could kind of pretend, but we all knew she was trailer trash. Like, for real.
She was on top of the world. The world was her oyster at that point. She was at the height of her popularity. And your dumb ass gets pregnant at 16.
But she sort of done what her legacy truly was supposed to be. I mean, they were really trailer.
Yeah, they rose above their station too.
Right.
She wasn't. She there was nothing special, to be sure, about any of them.
Talent, you know, but she was success adjacent. You know what I'm saying? Halle, on the other hand,
but she didn't have success with Disney. I mean, she was a popular Disney person. I mean, this was outside of Britney Spears. She had the most but she fucked that up, didn't she?
She fucked that up by proximity, which is why once that moment was gone, she can't turn it into anything else because she didn't have any actual talent herself.
Yeah, I won't argue with that.
You know what I'm saying? Unlike
Halle
who is talented.
I had her on such a pedestal.
Period. And then you become the third baby mama.
Like, what the fuck?
That
she's
dude
the third?
already has 2 baby mamas.
That's ridiculous.
Why did you get? I'm sorry. That's awful. And you know what else? It doesn't fit with the image of the mermaid or the Disney image. And that is what you signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. And then her and her sister's always on social media getting mad because people are saying she has a pregnancy nose or whatever. It's like, ma'am, you do have a pregnancy nose, okay? And you want to address everything other than.
That's not nice.
Listen, you're pregnant. You want to address everything other than the fact that you're pregnant. You are pregnant. And people are going to talk about it because you live a public life. She
should have been, back in the day, and I'm not saying this is right, but back in the day, you get pregnant like that.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Your peeps would have you go away.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be all in social media. You would not be seen until you had that baby. And then they can say the baby is your sister's or your mom's.
Or your mama did it again. But there's this unrealistic thing that she and I think her sister have that they expect people to not
say
discuss
shit.
it. Yeah, and it's like, I'm sorry, and I am big fans of them.
Me too.
I really am. I'm fans of them.
I thought if anybody get pregnant, it'd be the Chloe's fast ass. Well, who's the rapper she was dating?
Gunna.
I thought she would be the one.
Listen, Chloe.
No, the baby got
wanted
pregnant.
to be a stripper so bad.
She got stripper goals.
I've never seen two people with so much real talent aspire
to be a baby mom.
Ratchet and baby. That's the weirdness of it. Like some of those antics are for people that don't have talent. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's for influencers or something.
But I think they are. I think they did have gotten caught up a little bit because they were influencers first. I don't think they've had regular experiences, just regular experiences with, say, boys or even girls. You know, I think that they don't know how. I don't think they know all the ins and outs of relating to. You know, they probably haven't had a whole lot of experience dating. First time a dude come along and he, you know, talking right.
Yeah.
You know, I just expected so much more. I expected so much. And
Ooh.
I was even okay. I was okay with her dating a rapper. But now your ass is tethered to this broke motherfucker.
For life.
Just like Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer, what were you doing?
Like, what the fuck, Keke?
He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a job.
He doesn't even have a thing. He's like he's the brother of somebody.
He's the brother of a Z-list actor. The brother, talk about
adjacent.
Oh my gosh. You're lame adjacent. You're lame. Even his brother is weird.
And then you got the nerve. And then this dude, her baby daddy, has the nerve to be abusive?
He is whooping her. And so here's my next point about people in these images that people want to put out. Apparently he had been basically whooping her ass the whole 2 years.
What?
Before she was pregnant, he was whooping her ass?
No.
Yes. Apparently while she was pregnant?
No.
Yes. Then her mama been getting into it with him for a long time. Then you look, he had been on her podcast. He had been on her podcast with her mama. They're like, then you see the other men, you know, dialogue with him and the mama. And mama like, motherfucker, I'm about to put a bullet through your head.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so one more time. People, y'all have to pay. Y'all cannot look.
They're giving Ike and Tina Turner. To me, the two of them, they are giving Ike and Tina because now if you look back on times like when she was pregnant and after she had a baby and she was on a bunch of different, you know, shows and people were asking her, and she, first of all, why did she name that baby Leotis?
You know, I'm not sure what in slavery is going on here, but something's going on.
I'm sorry. Whose fucking bright idea was that?
Child, listen.
Leotis? That sounds like a fucking joke.
Leotis. It's like,
what's the baby's name?
Leotis. Oh, I mean, it's like so very close to Otis.
You're serious? You're fucking
like, what?
Serious? I'm like, that's a joke. That's a joke name. That's a joke name. Anyways, but she was giving very Ike and Tina Turner. You know, you remember how when Tina Turner used to, there's footage of Tina on the Late Show with Ike sitting next to her, and he's all stoic, and she's doing the interview, and she's trying to bring him in and joke and stuff like that, and he's just like, and now that we know what we know, you just know that she probably got her ass kicked that night.
Yep. But this fool was really roughing her up.
I'm so disappointed. I would think more. I would think so. I really had Keke on a pedestal too. To me, Keke could do no wrong. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying it's her fault that she was getting roughed up, but I just
I
expected
hate it.
so
I
much
hate
more
it
of
for
her.
her. Yeah, I hate it for her
I do
because
too.
she has to have some association. But this dude is clearly a fucking idiot.
He's
He
an
is an
idiot. He has
idiot.
nothing going on, and he has
Mhm.
no. And then when she talks about how they met and
It was at a P. Diddy party.
oh shit.
If that ain't of the devil, you don't know. If
Oh
that
shit.
ain't of God for sure.
No, Kiki, no. But I was like, okay, well maybe she's trying to, she's trying to defy the she just has so many choices. You have so many choices. So many choices in the industry, outside the industry, and that's what the fuck you chose?
And now look. In your business, she was so good at keeping.
She was
most part,
she was so good at keeping her.
There.
And now this motherfucker going on social media,
now
acting a plumb fool.
We got screenshots of you and him rolling around on the couch. And your mama, he releasing videos of your mama telling him she gonna put a bullet through his head. Then, Usher caught a stray. Because her mama was like, why you getting mad over Usher? He bisexual.
Oh. No. Damn, mama. Damn, mama.
I know Usher
leave me out of this. How the fuck I get in this?
Hey.
So that's what it was. Leotis's daddy was mad about Usher? About Kiki and Usher?
That was the first public display of Leotis's daddy in his niggerdomness. He was tweeting from when she was at an Usher show, and he just broke nigga shit.
Broke nigga shit. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just gotta. You talking about dating below your station? Sometimes, and I hate to say this, maybe I think I look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. They got some shit. They got some all kind of shit that's NDA worthy. But because they're both in the industry, they get it. They know it. They know what you gotta. They know you gotta play the role and do certain things. And this fucking Leotis's daddy, he don't know that.
He breaking into your house, showing up in front of your bedroom. I'm taking the baby to a football game. That baby don't know a football from a basketball.
And guess what? Neither do you, Leotis's daddy.
Go apply for FedEx for the holiday season or something. Dumb.
You don't know shit about football either. You look like you ain't never done anything athletic. Nothing.
Just a tall and light skin for no reason.
Is he tall?
For no reason. Yeah, he's 6'4".
Oh, at least he's tall.
But for no reason. That's awful. That is awful. Well, you tall for no reason.
I mean, maybe he could be a model or something. That's another thing. He could have parlayed his relationship with her like Carisha did with Diddy.
Too damn dumb.
And you could have parlayed that.
Carisha done sold her soul. She up there having sex with a motherfucker who can't keep his dick out of assholes or assholes in his. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want that. I don't care how much money he got. You're not even for me. Would you?
Carisha, yeah. Well, they was, anyways, I think Carisha, she's getting something out of this as well. She's getting something out of it. Diddy is getting something out of it because he gets to stay relevant. She's getting something out of it because she probably ain't got no money.
Whom? But that ought to tell you something about Diddy as well. And young people, you too young to understand this. But that just tells you about him. Relevant to whom?
Fair.
It's not his peers.
And it ain't Future.
It ain't Future. Oh, nigga.
It ain't Future or his peers. You're an uncle. You're an uncle, dude. You're Uncle Diddy.
You the great uncle. Because the truth of the matter, that's how that works. If you've ever been young, you know the truth. It don't work like that. You an old
nigga. But I wanna digress for a second. Speaking of being an uncle, when do we become aunties? I'm trying to pinpoint because I'm a little.
Good question.
At first, I was really, really resistant to being an auntie.
Really?
Really resistant. Maybe when I first became an auntie, and I wasn't trying to accept it. Now I'm okay. You know, it's like, okay, auntie is here to stay. I'm cool. But when I first became an auntie, I'm like, fuck you. I ain't gonna call me fucking auntie.
Well, see, my older brother became sexually active very young. Okay. So I became an auntie technically at the age of 12.
So you've always been an auntie.
So I've always been an auntie.
Well, similarly, I mean, my oldest sibling is the same, dang near same age as my mom.
Oh, shucks.
So, and his child, his oldest child, and I are the same age. So, talk about becoming aunties. I was an auntie before I was born. I came into the world as an auntie, but
damn.
I don't know. Okay. So that was just a sidebar. But okay, so the moral of the story, you know, Kiki, Hallie, what's the other one?
Naomi.
I'm really just Naomi.
Who? Okay, that's my blink doorbell. Okay. All right. So one last thing, I suppose. Yeah. So a few weeks ago, comedian Tiffany Haddish went viral again. She has been showing some really odd behavior. Maybe not so odd for her.
I was just about to say, yeah.
But she showed up at Jay-Z's. He did a benefit to raise money for criminal justice reform. It was a $50,000 a person black tie charity event. And it was hosted by Jay-Z and Meek Mill.
Oh, Lord.
Which we discussed earlier as being a possible lover of P. Diddy, allegedly. And billionaire Michael Rubin was there. Okay. So Tiffany Haddish showed up, and she was I think she was trying to be funny, but she was like yelling and rapping and making inappropriate gestures towards Meek Mill. And to Meek Mill's credit, you know, he did his best to keep his composure and pretend that she wasn't annoying to him, but she was annoying. But a few weeks, I think prior to that, she had done a similar thing somewhere with Shakira, the singer. And
really?
And it was weird. And it's like, it was so cringy. Even watching it, I felt uncomfortable. But Tiffany's just like going on and just.
I'm not surprised.
What's wrong?
I'm not surprised. I think she is who. I always felt like she was unstable. I always felt like the one you brought up in foster care. Nothing against foster. Okay, so I'm trying to get canceled today.
This is what you want for Thanksgiving this year.
No, I don't.
Be canceled.
Not that because she was brought up in foster care. Not that. It's just that when she talks in her stand-up act, when she talks about having been brought up in foster care, and you know, some of the, you know, just some of the things that she went through as a young person, and just her whole. I just always felt she was unstable. I just always felt that. And then, you know, fast forward to when she accumulated a level of success with the movies. I just felt she was super annoying. Always. She's always been annoying to me, but now it's like magnified. So is she annoying, or is she not well?
You know what? That's a very good question, because when I was looking at her, what I thought to myself is she doesn't seem well. But before, I thought that she was doing a comedic act. But like now, she clearly does not appear to read social cues well whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not funny. You know,
no, she does. Yeah,
it's too
she can't
much.
read the room. She cannot read the room. I mean, ever since that time where she's like, a reporter had asked her about her costume change, and she got really indignant, and it was like, costume, like, bitch, that's what it's called. It's a costume. What the fuck are you talking? What are you? She looked so ridiculous that day, and I stopped really fucking with her at that point. I'm like, that wasn't called for.
But
that woman wasn't trying to say anything about you. She's like, mm-mm.
Well, now that you mention it, there have been numerous examples of this that I guess I have been talking myself into them being comedic like performances, but they really were weird, cringeworthy. It's to the point where it's almost like, does she have a friend in the world? Because it's like,
Yeah, a
or
pull-up
either
partner.
she doesn't listen or something. Because if she had anybody in the world that cares about her, they
They would
need
tell
to
her to sit down.
intervene, like to the point where it's serious enough to where she needed to be tackled.
Oh
Like
Lord.
if somebody had tackled her, nobody would have been like, why did you tackle her? They wouldn't have. Everybody would have been like, well, yeah, it had.
She was
Somebody
like
had
that?
to do something. Yes.
Oh, that's bad. But
When
but
she
you know
was
what? What? When she was what?
when she was like bothering Shakira was like trying to take pictures and stuff. She would run up, get underneath her, hug her, and like bomb the picture and be like, Shakira, I love it when you move like that.
No, she wasn't. No.
It
You're
was
so embarrassing
bad.
yourself. Is she on drugs?
Yeah. I don't.
Is she doing so? Is she on that shit?
I don't. I don't. I don't know.
Or is
I
that
don't
just
know.
her regular? Either way, either you're on
It ain't
drugs
okay.
or this is your regular, and that's even more alarming. I'd like to think that maybe you were a little intoxicated.
Either answer is not okay.
Yeah.
You know, if you're on drugs, it's like I'm concerned. If you're, I don't know, it might be better if you're on drugs.
It might be better if you're on drugs because
If
at least
you're
there's an
not on
explanation.
drugs, right? It's like, okay, so I said I was done, but this thing here. So guess what's happening with Black women?
What's happening with Black women?
There's a rise in intestinal parasites.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and guess what they're attributing it to?
To what?
They're attributing it to female hip hop's booty eating craze. Booty.
What?
Yeah.
The absolute fuck.
Yeah. Oh, honey, listen. There's a troubling trend happening across the country, and it's particularly affecting young African American women.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so they the booty eaters?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what y'all motherfucking get. That's what you get.
An outlet spoke with 3 young women, one from Atlanta, one from Jacksonville, and one from Memphis, who all were recently diagnosed with a rare case of intestinal parasites. All 3 claim that they contracted the parasite after engaging in booty eating, a new potentially dangerous new craze being popularized by female rappers like Sexy Red and Sukihana. The 3 women were all diagnosed with Giardia. Giardia is an infection that is passed by person to person by ingesting infected fecal matter. The disease used to only be found in third world countries with poor sanitation. However, the disease is popping up in cities across America and it's hitting Black women particularly hard.
Why is Black women? So are Black women the only ones eating ass?
Well,
that's what that's what you motherfucking get. I've been saying that shit is nasty the whole time.
Why
would you do that shit? Whose ass?
Why
that's like
doing it? But they're saying that the increase in numbers, they are connecting to more people doing it as a result to what female rappers are rapping about, the booty eating.
I don't buy. Now that to me is not fair.
I think it's real. I mean, we're grown. You know, ain't nobody about to put eating booty up with some bass and get me, licking nobody ass. But I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? But like people Shit, I don't know. People impressionable. So the first woman who lives in Jacksonville, Florida, she explained her symptoms. She said, I started having painful diarrhea. So just, I want you to understand this, y'all. In case you out here,
What to look
okay.
for.
So she started having painful diarrhea. Her bowel movements were liquid and they hurt, and it lasted for more than 2 weeks.
Damn.
She went to a local clinic and was diagnosed with Giardia. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. The woman continued, the nurse told me that she's seeing more and more young Black women with this. She said it used to only be gay men who got it.
Get the
But
fuck.
now most of the people she finds with it are Black women. Because, gay men been like, I guess, eating each other's ass out, licking
Damn.
each other's ass. And they were the only ones that it would come up with. But now Black women. And so
Y'all
the
thought that
two-
shit was cute?
y'all thought it was cute. The
Eating
two
the groceries.
other women who they spoke to, one from Memphis, Tennessee, and the other from Atlanta, Georgia, said that what they say out that medical professionals gave them the same news about the spread of parasites among young Black women. They told them the same thing, and they said that it's a growing problem in the Black community. But this is not anything to like. We're lightweight joking.
Yeah, it's
but
not
like,
funny.
for real,
It's not funny.
but it also is a serious condition because it could be problematic if left untreated. And you probably ain't gonna think, because you was eating somebody's ass. That's why you got diarrhea, and that's what's fucked up. But if left untreated, it can be cured by the use of powerful antibiotics, but it can be a problem if left untreated. So the World Health Organization and Infectious Disease Society of America recommends the antibiotic metronidazole as the first line of therapy. But in people with a properly functioning immune system, infection may resolve without medication, but there is a small portion of people, however, that develop a chronic infection. So I really think, again, the bottom line
public
is
service announcement.
Public motherfucking service announcement. Keep your mouth away
out for
from
people's asses. They're assholes.
Damn.
Exit only, man.
Come on, man.
That's like I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed on so many levels about this because once again, Black women and Black people always get the short end of the stick with these morbidities and diseases and shit. And it's weird. It's just like why but this is one that's preventable. This is one that's completely preventable, and you're in. Why y'all want to do that?
Don't do that.
Stop it.
That is a waste. That's for removal of waste from your body. That's what it is. Don't try to turn that into like
a thing. Don't turn that into a motherfucking thing. I don't give a fuck what Sukiyana said. I don't even think. But it's not fair to them because they're not the first rappers or people.
That's true.
To talk about that, and I just I'm kind of annoyed that they mentioned them by name in that article. But
they did call them out by name. But also don't stop. If we've been talking about people in the entertainment business quite a bit. Look at them. They're not just because people have exposure or notoriety, or some of them have talent. That does not mean that you should necessarily follow them.
Listen to them. Yeah, they don't know shit from Shinola.
Right.
So I guess maybe that's why they mentioned though, because I guess if it's growing now, if it's rising now, then there may be some correlation between younger women and what they're listening to and whatnot. But I just that's just really I don't understand why y'all want to do that shit anyway. That's like you don't like that. That's like truffles. Have you ever had truffles?
I've never had them.
I've had truffle flavored things or truffle oil on things. That shit is disgusting. Don't nobody really like that shit. It costs a lot of money, and I think people want to say that they like it because it costs a lot of money, but it tastes like a shoe. Similarly, I am thinking that nobody really likes eating ass.
Of course.
You don't really like that shit. You're just doing it because it's trendy.
Right. And it's the next.
Or you think it's trendy.
Right. It's the next thing that you're supposed to be doing.
Just stop
but
it.
you don't have to do all that.
You don't have to do it.
If a motherfucker needs that from you for him to get where he needs to be, you may not be his flavor.
Exactly.
You may not be, and God bless him on his journey. But let his little P Diddy ass go on and find what he needs. It's like you probably ain't it.
Pissy dirty.
Pissy dirty. Oh,
Pissy dirty. We need to talk about one more thing though, and that's these Karens at Thanksgiving.
oh Lord.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh my God.
What's happening? It's Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh. You listen, there is, I can't speak for like other places in the world, but here in America, the mental illness is rampant on airplanes. Fucking rampant, man. Like the lady, go to TMZ because that's where
you said it's rampant on airplanes.
It is. People are fucking nuts. And I mean, like, they're barely hanging on a basic, like, basic sanity. And like, nothing happens, and it's like they pops the lid off. You remember, like, in the 80s and 70s, there would be like that trick where you pop the lid and a big old snake will come out.
Right.
That's what it's like. People are barely seeming okay. One thing happens on that plane,
And then here it comes.
everybody, and then next thing somebody's in the aisle preaching, and then this person's out here screaming, and then she's called the exorcist, and then Jesus is coming today. It's like you motherfuckers are barely hanging on.
Please calm down.
Calm down.
Everybody just calm down.
Like, it's not, you are.
People are stressed, man. People are stressed. Sensitivity is high. What you say?
There's already a situation, right? Old girl going crazy in the front of the plane. Then
here you come. Here come your black ass.
The only way, Jesus, you gonna get saved. I'm like, ma'am, they trying to hold old girl climbing over the top of seats like Satan or something.
You got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me.
Somehow she got away, and she was managing. I bullshit you not. She was climbing over the top of seats like an evil spirit.
Was this the Karen?
The Karen.
Oh Lord. And
the Karen was like convulsing.
What?
Then
you said they were calling it an exorcism.
They were calling it. It did kind of look like that. Then the black woman, who didn't have nothing to do with nothing, decided they was gonna get up.
You think old girl was really having an exorcist or a medical crisis, or was she just faking it so that her ass didn't go to jail?
Okay, so I'm gonna be real with y'all white women. Y'all have problems with authority. I said it. Y'all have problems with authority because she really turned that into the circus it was. Because all she had to do was walk her motherfucking ass off that plane. Okay, all she had to do. She didn't do that. So they up there wrestling with her, and she it was almost like she was setting off a dog whistle to all the other crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
And like they saw her like get hype, and they was like, "Oh, me too." It wasn't nothing happening. It's like, sit there. Like, why? How did that take you out your seat?
So you're thinking that this is not at all related to just the stresses of the season. This is just Karens being Karens?
This is Karens being Karen. This is mental health challenges that are just
you said.
People walk around this motherfucker barely keeping the can on.
But you said I thought you was really about to say something. You said mental health issues are running rampant on airplanes.
On airplanes. It's barely.
I think it's an airplane. I think it's an airplane that's triggering things.
Airplanes. Wow.
Oh.
if you didn't watch that whole, it's like 5 minute long video on TMZ. Hold up, cause let me get this title, cause this is important.
What airline was it?
Frontier. Frontier.
I think. Okay, then let's walk back all your comments then. It's not mental health issues on airplanes. It's fucking Frontier. Okay.
It's Frontier. Look for it. Oh shoot, Jamie Foxx sued for sexual assault. I'm not gonna deal with this right now.
No, please.
I cannot do this right now. But
woman threatens to pee in plane aisle and pulls down her pants after flight attendant denies access to the bathroom. Guess what airline it was?
Let me Frontier.
Ding 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 ding. These motherfucking Karens are losing their. That's what it is. This is the common denominator. It's Karens, it's airplanes, it's Frontier, and it's mental health.
All of it is like the perfect storm.
Woman threats to pee. She pulls her pants down and squats.
Girl, now
how unstable do you have to be?
That's what I'm saying. These people barely have the can on the lid on the can when they get on the plane. You're not well. Here it is. Oh shit. Okay, I just found the Frontier line. Woman threatens to pee in the aisle.
6 hours ago. 8 hours ago. Babes.
Wow.
Guys, Karens.
Wow. And then the power of Christ. You know what? They wrong. They are wrong.
Who's wrong?
Okay.
The people who videotaped it. Who wrong?
I don't know everything. Oh,
I think Frontier is wrong. I think that's what's wrong.
What is going? Yeah, like Frontier.
I'm surprised it's not one of the Frontier staff are out of control.
Completely.
I have recorded things myself of them. So I'm not saying that the Karen was right, but the Frontier staff might have started it. I'm just saying.
Wow. This is it's some wild shit. And Kanye West ex-trainer just called security on him. Okay, so we better just go on and cherish Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yes, let's be thanks. Let's be thankful.
Be thankful.
Give thanks to the people in your life who care about you, your loved ones. Be happy that you did not fly Frontier.
Jesus.
Give thanks is all I'm saying.
The Lord.
You know, we've got a lot to be thankful for. In a world where so many terrible things could happen, do happen, we made it. We were the ones who made it to this point. So let's be thankful. Let's be grateful. I am thankful. Are you thankful? Can you name something you're thankful for?
You know, I'm thankful for being safe, for my life, my son, my family. Yeah. And this podcast.
I was just gonna say that. That was mine. I'm thankful for the platform that allows us to say the things we say and and have people know that we're just joking.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thankful for that.
Absolutely. So this is a double header today on Thanksgiving, and we'll be back with you guys next week.
All right.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Side Chicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening.
You've been listening to a podcast of the Podfix Network. Discover more audible gems like this at podfixnetwork.com. Make sure to catch up-to-the-minute network shenanigans by following @Podfix on Twitter, official_Podfix on Instagram, @Podfix Network on Facebook. And make sure to subscribe to Podfix Presents wherever you choose to find podcasts. The Podfix Network, artist owned and loved.